Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Whit, and I am the executive pastor now at Church on the Move, but I spent the last 10 years or so leading our arts and production teams here at COTM. And I just want to say, as you kind of go into this Christmas season, I'm sure you're going into the mad Christmas rush and craze where you work a lot of hours, you don't see your family that much, and a time of year that is really supposed to be about family. Those of us who work at the church, this is the time of year where we go into prime time. I just want to say thanks for all the work that you're doing. I know what that is, to work a lot of late nights, to be away from your family, to just keep pushing and pushing and pushing so that every detail can be right. And I just wanted to say thanks so much for what you're doing. Thanks for how you serve. And thanks for taking that time away from your family and make it this Christmas the best that it can be so that we collectively as the church can reach a lot of people. Personally, I don't make any distinction between the artists that stand on the stage and the artists that work behind the stage or out in the booth or whatever you do. I think we're all artists working towards the same thing. And so I just want to encourage you with doing the very best that you can this year and working as unto Jesus, as the scripture commands us to do. Here's the tendency, and I think a lot of us have, and I've been through this, I know what this is like. We have a tendency, all of us, to idealize other people's situations and minimize our own. In fact, we feel like that, if our pastor was a little bit more understanding, or if our artists were a little bit more helpful, if they could plan ahead a little bit more, if they were just a little bit more organized. I know that's how we are. If we were just a little bit more organized, then imagine how much better your life could be. And a lot of us, we live in this place of dissatisfaction because we think that if something could be better, or if we had another piece of equipment or more volunteers or a bigger team or more money or whatever, that we would be a lot happier. But the truth is, the perfect situation isn't perfect. There's a couple of examples that come to mind from Scripture. The first is Adam and Eve. I mean, you have a man and a woman naked in a garden, no kids. How do you screw that up? But they did. And they were convinced that there was something better. I mean, that's why they ate the fruit. They thought that there was something better out there if they would just eat this fruit. So here you go. You got the perfect environment, and you're still unsatisfied. And then you have Peter and Judas, who worked for the perfect leader in Jesus. I mean, their leader couldn't be any better. But Judas thought that he was doing it wrong, and he decided to betray Jesus. Peter denied Jesus. Peter told Jesus to his face that he thought that he was doing the wrong thing by going to the cross. So here we have two different examples. We have Adam and Eve in the perfect environment, the perfect situation, and you have Peter and Judas working for the perfect leader. In both cases, they were frustrated. It doesn't matter how good your leader is or how great your situation is, you're always going to be frustrated. You're always going to want to push for more, to try to have more. That's natural and that's okay. All I would just tell you is to be thankful for what you do have. Remember that no situation is perfect. And as you go through this season, it's a season where we work a lot of hours, and there's a tendency we can get really bitter during this season because we're forced to be away from our family. I'm just going to encourage you to go through this season thinking about thankfulness, being thankful for what you do have, being thankful for the volunteers you do have, being thankful for the job that you have, for even just being able to draw breath into your lungs today. I just want to encourage you to work this season with an attitude and a spirit of thankfulness, because I think you're going to be happier, I think you're going to have more endurance, and I think you're going to enjoy it a whole lot more if you work through it that way. And you're going to make better art that connects and reaches people who need Jesus. So keep it up. Keep up the great work. I'm looking forward to seeing what all of you come up with for Christmas this year. We're excited about our Christmas. And thanks for doing what you do. On behalf of the church, thanks for serving. God bless you guys.